Well, I got an interesting one for you today, guys. We got the new topper put on the truck, but we do have some issues. Some people ask, why do you need a topper? Here we got one reason. Look at all this nasty snow, rust, water, liquid dripping out of your truck non-stop. Look at this. Wreaking havoc. The truck bed's real slippery and dry. It's not too bad at all, so long as you got decent shoes. And if you have anything else in your truck bed, it's gonna get wet and dirty non-stop. Not to mention the UV rays that'll destroy wood, plastic, pretty much anything back here. Now, this is just one example of why I love to have a topper. We're gonna go pick it up today. All right, guys, this could possibly end in disaster, but we're gonna test the slippiness of this bed once and for all. Going uphill, I can't slide. We're slightly downhill. It's wet. I'm gonna run and slide. That's not too bad at all, guys. So long you're careful in the wear, I think you'll be all right. It's got all kinds of swirl marks in the paint, brand new. Broken glass. Look at this fitment. You can't even close this window. Over here it's low, and over here it's high. Loose seal, that's probably gonna let dust in right there. Well, I got an interesting one for you today, guys. We got the new topper put on the truck, but we do have some issues. Here we have it. This is a Leer 180 mid-rise, color matched with wind doors. It looks pretty sweet. Matches the truck. I'll be able to load all sorts of things in here, but I do unfortunately have some quality control issues that will need to be addressed. If you're new to the channel, this is a 22 Toyota Tacoma TRD Off Road Access cab long bed. The long bed is 6.1 inches long. Me being 6 feet tall, I can lay completely out in the bed and sleep like a baby. We got some planes flying over the mountains. Here's the topper. This is a Leer 180. The 180 number designation is for this bump rise. I haven't measured it yet. We'll take a closer look. But it looks like from the top of the cap, I got about 6 to 8 inches even extra clearance potentially on the inside of this here topper. This mid-rise bump top will hopefully give me enough room to comfortably camp, sleep, sit up in the back of the bed, and also I'll be able to load larger items into the back of the truck here. You can see we got a little bit of snow up here. This is the first time I'm going to open it up with snow. Let's see if we have any leakage or anything like that on the inside of the truck. On the top of the window here, I can see as the snow and rain falls down here, we don't have a gutter up here at that hinge, so water will likely seep in there, but most toppers have that issue already. First look inside. Oh, I love it. I love having this protected space in here. Up here in the mountains, the UV rays are so intense that plastic, wood, shovels, anything you put in the back of the truck, if it's exposed to the elements for a little bit too long, which could be a matter of weeks, it'll get completely roached and ruined. So I really need the topper here for protecting things, for camping, keeping snow out, rain out, and those sorts of things. Living way up here in the mountains, things aren't close. I had to drive over 200 miles round trip to get this topper put on. I'm kneeling in the bed right now. My head's already hitting the ceiling. If this was a regular height topper, I couldn't even barely crawl in here. What I have here on this model is wind doors. These windows flip up and they have a glass slider. I'm gonna show you guys the first issue I have with this topper. Ooh, get that slit open. Here from the inside, you might be able to see brand new topper. And I got a broken piece of glass right here. Right on this outside edge, we got a piece of chipped glass, and it looks like if we slam this window, it could potentially break further. It's problem number one. Upon closer inspection, I can see what happened here. Under this weather stripping, they had to drill through the aluminum to put in this rivet that holds up this rear window shock. Now the rivet may not have gone in far enough, and or there's a sliver of aluminum bent up right here. So when this window gets pushed closed, it hit that piece and broke the glass. There's all kinds of toppers. I chose this one for a reason. There's a multitude of design features and usefulness that made me pick this. I got a whole video about that linked in the description below. Here on the side, I just unlocked. We have two locking knobs on these windows. This panel here is the one that slides forward and back. It has a screen to keep bugs out of the topper. And this is how the window flips up. Just like that. See, now that's pretty darn cool. You can access things in the back of the truck bed here from both sides, get airflow through, and honestly, I kind of like the lines. Helps tie everything together. I think they look pretty darn sharp. So on to problem number two. Straight from the factory, we got a frayed screen, and apparently you can't replace the screen yourself because of these rivets. Straight from the factory, problem number two. So I don't think it's outrageous to think and expect for your brand new topper to be in pretty good condition. The third issue I have with the topper, brand new paint. The paint isn't even cured yet. I'm not sure if this happened at the topper install place or the factory, but the entire topper, I don't know if you guys can see that webbing sheen right here. The entire brand new topper has swirl marks everywhere. The whole thing is covered in ultra minute swirl marks. I really hope you guys can see that. Whereas the truck paint does not have that. My next plan was to ceramic coat the truck and the topper, but I'm not about to ceramic coat a brand new topper with swirl marks all over it. It just seems unacceptable to me. Okay, issue number 4. This side window is misaligned and or the frame doesn't fit right. This whole window or the window opening is twisted and bowed. Look at the gaps we have here. Center, none. Huge gap. This side's an even bigger gap. In this corner, it looks like the seal isn't even fully engaged. See, here's the dripping water I was talking about. It's starting to melt. Drip right in. That's just something you're gonna have to deal with toppers. Issue number 4, I'm gonna lump these two in one. We have a screw missing here entirely, and this screw is misaligned. The aluminum is ripped, so that probably has something to do with this broken window right here. Now issue 6, this one put me over the top. Let's see. So in the front here, we have a flip down window. Unlatch it. Hopefully I'll be able to close this. Now this window's been addressed and potentially repaired by 2 install techs at the topper place, and this is where we're sitting right now. You can see the seam is much tighter here, gets wider over here, about 1 millimeter here, down to about 1/4 inch here. Now this window flips down for pass through into the vehicle, cleaning the glass. It's a nice feature. However, check this out. So you go to close it, right? You should be able to close it. This side, even after all that adjustment, is more than 1/8 of an inch taller, and the window won't close. You can see here, we have plenty of room. Over here, okay, when I push it this hard, it still didn't close. The window was much worse before adjustment. At least now I can close it. They're trying to tell me this is normal, and you have to hang on this corner with both your hands with all of your weight to push it in there. I can't even do it one-handed here. Oh, there we got it. And supposedly I'm told that's how it's supposed to work. I'm not buying it. For a brand new topper, that just seems beyond ridiculous to me. Quick look at the length of the long bed in the topper. Fully stretched out, laying down. Got plenty of room to the ceiling, and I'll be able to sleep like this. I like how the topper looks, and I think I made the right decision on the mid-rise. However, the quality control on this here topper could have been an employee having a bad day, a bad week, who knows? But this is a lot of problems, and fairly serious problems, on a brand spanking new just installed topper. Here's a few other things that caught my eye. You can see the fiberglass here is unfinished and folded. This edge is cut and rough. On this side it's similar, but fortunately the install place down in Denver, they saw all these problems, called their rep, talked to them about it. Toppers are known to have like 1 to 2 issues, but not 6. Straight from the factory. So they told me was to run the topper as is right now. They'll place an order for a new one, make sure it's well and inspected, drive back down another 200 plus miles round trip, get that topper installed, and hopefully it's good. If you'd like to see the full topper selection video, all different models, makes, styles, watch the video right here.